Namaste friends. In today's Final Punch KCET 2020 series, I am going to discuss about chemical equilibrium. So equilibrium chapter I have made two parts. So today we will discuss about chemical equilibrium. In the next video I will consider ionic equilibrium in detail. In chemical equilibrium, first we will see the synopsis part. So first we will see physical equilibrium. So physical equilibrium is the thing but the equilibrium which is present in the physical processes. Then what is equilibrium? Remember, equilibrium is nothing but it is a position in which the rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. So equilibrium is possible only in the reversible reactions. So in the reversible reactions, if the rate of forward is equal to rate of backward, then we can call it as that reaction is at equilibrium. So physical equilibrium, if I consider solid liquid equilibrium, liquid gas equilibrium, solid gas equilibrium, solid solution equilibrium, gas solution equilibrium. Solid liquid equilibrium, example ice and water. Here what happens is rate of the melting of ice and the rate of freezing of water at 0 degrees Celsius, they are equal. So both rate are equal, hence we can call it as equilibrium. Here also water to liquid to vapor. So rate of vaporization and rate of condensation is almost the same. Hence it is called as equilibrium. Remember, like that solid gas CO2 solid and gas. So then sugar and sugar solution, that is solid solution, gas solution CO2 and CO2 solution. Carbonated water is an example for this. Then we will see what is law of mass action. Remember, law of mass action is given by Goldberg and Waage. Mainly the law of mass action is nothing but it states that rate of any reaction, if you consider, it is direct proportional to molar concentration of the reactants. Always rate of any reaction depending on the reactant, not product. Remember that. Consider one reaction. Rate of forward reaction for this is, remember, RF proportional to A to the power small a is stoichiometric coefficient. Always this stoichiometric coefficient should be raised to the concentration of this A. So B to the power small b is the concentration, that is a stoichiometric coefficient. If I remove this the proportionality sign, then it become RF is equal to KF into A to the power A, B to the power B. Like that, backward reaction RB is equal to KB, C to the power C, D to the power D. Already we have seen at equilibrium rate of forward and backward is equal. Hence you can see here what you can do. At equilibrium these two rates are same. Hence this I will substitute here. See here. Kf into A to the power A, B to the power B is equal to KB into C to the power C, D to the power D. So KB I will take it this side. Both constant on one side. Kf divided by KB, it is equal to Kc. That is called as equilibrium constant. C to the power C into D to the power D divided by A to the power A into B to the power B. So equilibrium constant general agi yen nenpittukolbeku antandre what you have to remember is that directly remember product by reactant. Very, very important. Directly remember product by reactant. Very, very important. Then for a chemical reaction taking place in the gaseous phase, important, gaseous phase, partial pressure of the reactant and product are considered. Remember, partial pressure is considered, not concentration. So then concentration term is replaced by partial pressure. We can write it as Kp is equal to Pc to the power C into Pd to the power D divided by Pa to the power A into Pb to the power B. So only simple difference is here molar concentration square bracket. Here partial pressure P I have taken. Then what is the relation between Kp and Kc? So Kp and Kc related as, remember, Kp is equal to Kc into RT to the power delta N. Very important. Kp is equal to Kc into RT to the power delta N. R is equal to gas constant 0.083 liter bar per Kelvin per mole. Temperature in Kelvin. T temperature in Kelvin. Remember, delta N is what? Delta N is number of moles of gaseous product minus number of moles of gaseous reactant. Product minus reactant. Remember that. So if delta N is equal to 0, what is the relation between Kp and Kc? So if delta N is equal to 0, then Kp is equal to Kc. This is the reaction. See, 2 moles of gaseous product, 1 plus 1, 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Hence it is delta N 0. Delta N is more than 0, you see. PCl5 gas, PCl3Cl2. Here you can observe. Here 2 moles. Here this is also gas, remember. 2 minus 1. So delta N is more than 0. 1 it is. So Kp is more than Kc. Delta N less than 0. See, 2 minus 4 here. 3 plus 1, 4. 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 2. So Kp is less than Kc. Delta N is less than 0. Very important relationship. Then, characteristic of equilibrium constant. Very important point, remember. Characteristic of equilibrium constant, Kc, change with change in temperature. Remember, Kc always change with change in temperature. Kc is independent of, Kc does not change if it is independent of initial concentration of reactant and product. So remember, it is not dependent on reactant or product initial concentration, and catalyst also. Catalyst is which will never change the equilibrium constant. Presence of inert gas also, remember, presence of inert gas, it will not change the equilibrium constant. And volume of the container. Volume of the container also does not change the equilibrium constant, remember that. Now the point what I am going to discuss is very, very, very important. Understand that point. If Kc for the forward reaction is reciprocal of the backward reaction, always remember, Kc for the forward is reciprocal of the backward reaction. For example, Kc for the forward is proportional to 1 by Kc for the backward. Which means if the same reaction is reversed, for example, I have given one example here, A plus B give rise to C plus D Kc. If the reaction is reversed, C plus D give rise to A plus B. Then what about nu Kc? Kc dash I have written, nu Kc is equal to 1 by Kc. Remember that point. Then, if the reaction is multiplied by n, then nu Kc become equal to Kc to the power n. Kc to the power n. Whatever you multiply, to the power you have to write for Kc. For example, you see, I have multiplied this reaction by n. Na plus nb give rise to nc plus nd. Then Kc double dash, nu Kc is equal to Kc to the power n. So this Kc to the power n, if you do, you are going to get the new Kc for this. Very, very important point. Then, if the equilibrium equation written in number of steps, then the equilibrium constant will be multiple of Kc of each step. See. So, for example, here 3 reactions will be there. 3 reactions will be there. For example, A to B give rise, it is K1. B to D. B to C, it is K2. Then just imagine C to D, it is K3. I want the reaction A to D. Then BB get cancelled, CC get cancelled, correct? So it is Kc. Then how to get this Kc? Kc is equal to, remember, K1 into K2 into K3. Like that. So the Kc of the particular reaction, if the reaction is taking place in multiple steps, remember, then new Kc is equal to, so some multiplication of K1 into K2 into K3, so on. So this is the example for this. Then in between, you remember, if the reaction is divided by n, see, divided by n is nothing but multiply by 1 by n. Correct? Divided by n is nothing but multiply by 1 by n. If it is multiply by n, Kc to the power n. Multiply by 1 by n, Kc to the power 1 by n it is. Nothing but Kc to the power 1 by n is equal to root of nth root of Kc. So very important point. Remember this. On this, the question was asked in CET, NEET and JEE. Remember, important point. Then, note that concentration of the pure solid and pure liquid is taken as unity. Very important. If it is pure solid and pure liquid is considered, it is given, then concentration is taken as unity. For example, here Kc expression you see, BaCO3 solid give rise to BaO solid, CO2 gas. Actual Kc, what we will write here? Kc is equal to product by reactant. Product by reactant means BaO into CO2 divided by BaCO3. But what happens is, BaCO3 solid, BaO is solid. So both solids, it is equal to 1. It is equal to 1. So remaining is only CO2. Hence, CO2 I have written. So if it is partial pressure, PCO2, Kp. Kc, CO2, Kp, PCO2. See here. Very important point, this one also. Then, predicting the extent of reaction. In case of the predicting the extent of reaction, remember, generally by studying so many reactions which is available, then they have decided that if the Kc value is more than 10 to the power 3, if the Kc value is very, very high, the meaning is that forward reaction favorable. So remember, if Kc value is less than 10 to the power minus 3, andre very, very less, then backward reaction is favorable. If Kc is equal to in the range minus 3 to plus 3, then we can say both reactant and product are in the appreciable concentration. Then you can say that it may reach equilibrium at any time. If Kc value is in between minus 3 to plus 3. Remember one thing, Kc value is more than 10 to the power 3, then forward reaction is favorable. So forward reaction is favorable because the product concentration is less, reactant concentration is more. Hence remember, forward reaction is favorable. So like that, remember this point. Then predicting the direction of reaction, very important. Here I have considered reaction quotient. Reaction quotient is defined as C to the power C into D to the power D divided by A to the power A into B to the power B. Then you can ask, sir, what is the difference between QC, this is QC, and what is KC? See, KC value I have written like this. So, C to the power C into D to the power D divided by A to the power A into B to the power B. Then what is the difference? Remember, KC is at only equilibrium, only at equilibrium. This QC is at any point of time in the reaction. See, andre, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ each and every reaction will have particular KC. Addition to that, there will be some QC values at different point of time. In such cases, remember how to determine the direction of reaction. See, if it is QC is equal to KC, if QC is equal to KC, the meaning is that KC is at equilibrium, which means QC is equal to KC, the reaction is at equilibrium. Very easy. But QC less than KC, what is the meaning? See, QC less, how to identify, I will tell you once. So listen that carefully. QC less than KC. See, QC less means product less reactant more, correct? Product less reactant more. QC less means product less reactant more. If reactant is more and product is less, then the reaction is moving in which direction? More to less. More to less means what? Forward reaction. Like that you have to analyze. See, QC more than KC. Now QC is more. QC more means product more, reactant is less. QC more means product more, reactant is less. Which means the reaction always move in more to less. Product to reactant. So backward reaction is favorable. Like that, remember, you have to analyze the direction of the reaction in this case. This is about predicting the direction of reaction. Then relation between delta G naught and Kc. So the expression you remember, delta G naught is equal to minus RT ln Kc. Ln is nothing but minus 2.303. So RT log of Kc. Remember this formula. In this case, if Kc is more than 1, if Kc is more than 1, remember, then definitely delta G will be less than 0. Delta G, if it is less than 0, forward reaction is favorable. Remember that. If Kc is more than 1 here, more than 1, then less than 1, then definitely delta G is more than 0. So backward reaction favorable. If Kc is equal to 1, remember, everything it will be 0 because log 1 is 0. Hence remember, so delta G is equal to 0, equilibrium position. Remember this criteria of free energy. Then two types. Homogeneous equilibrium, which is nothing but same phase for the reactant and product. Heterogeneous equilibrium, different phase for the reactant and product. Same phase means remember gas, gas, gas. Different phase means remember solid, gas, 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 solid, gas. So different phase. So homogeneous, homo means same, hetero means different. Then finally, very, very important, Le-Chatelier's principle. So repeatedly asked question on this. So Le-Chatelier's principle means what? If the system is in equilibrium subjected to change in concentration, pressure and temperature, mainly these three. If the system is in equilibrium already, we will try to change the concentration, pressure and temperature of that particular reaction. Then what it will do? Then that equilibrium shifts in the direction that tends to undo the change imposed. So remember, at equilibrium, it shifts the reaction to that direction which will undo the change imposed. So it is just like, remember, the spring. When you press that spring, when you release that, it will comes to the original position. The stable position for that is original position. Like that, remember, very important thing. So now, very simple, I will tell you. I will take on this example, N2 plus 3S2 2NS3. Correct? Now, we will change the concentration of the reactant. What we will do? We will increase the concentration of the reactant. Any reaction, if you increase the concentration of reactant. See, before increasing, it was in at equilibrium. Before increasing, it was at equilibrium. Hence, now we will increase the concentration of the reactant. So, reactant is more productless. Always the reaction, how it will move? Always more to less. Remember, always it is more to less, not less to more. More to less. So, hence, forward reaction favorable. Concentration is increased, forward reaction is favorable. If you decrease the concentration of reactant, backward reaction is favorable. If you can consider with respect to product also. Just if you change it, increase the concentration of the product more, reactant less. Increase the concentration of the product, remember backward reaction is favorable. Decrease the concentration of the product, forward reaction is favorable. Like that, remember. So that is forward and backward. Then temperature condition, you remember always, temperature towards endothermic reaction. Towards endothermic reaction. Because remember, endothermic reaction is that direction where already the temperature is less. Correct? Endothermic reaction is the one where the temperature is more, because endo means absorbing the temperature. So already it has absorbed the temperature, hence in such case, remember, temperature of the system is more. So increase in temperature, it will towards endothermic reaction. I will give you an example. See, N2 plus 3s to 2NS3. In this particular case, this reaction is exo. Correct? Always remember, if forward is exo, backward is endothermic. Now what we will do, we are going to increase the temperature of this system. Increase the temperature of this system. Right? So just imagine what is the state of the system. So here delta H is minus 46. Exothermic. Exothermic means, remember, already temperature of the system is more. Because system we are talking about, not reactant. If you take one beaker and if you add these, remember, beaker becomes hot. Now you can change the temperature of the beaker, not the reactant inside that. Beaker you can keep it in the refrigerator, or beaker you can keep it on the burner. So hence remember, beaker system temperature is more now because it is exothermic reaction. So hence remember, increase in temperature, it will favor decrease in temperature side, andre endothermic reaction. Already the system temperature is more because of exothermic. So now if you increase the temperature, remember, that system tries to nullify the effect of change imposed. Because of that reason, endothermic reaction favorable. Hence remember, increase in temperature, endothermic reaction favorable. Decrease in temperature, exothermic reaction favorable. If you decrease the temperature always towards exothermic reaction, it is favorable. Then increase in pressure. Increase in pressure always towards lesser number of moles of gaseous moles. Remember, lesser number of gaseous moles. Always the reaction move towards that direction where the number of moles of gases are less. Increase in pressure. Decrease in pressure towards more number of moles of the gaseous moles. Remember, more number of gaseous moles. So wherever more number is there, that side it will move. I will give you this example once again. Addition of catalyst, no effect. Remember that. Addition of catalyst, no effect. Addition of inert gas at constant volume does not affect the equilibrium. It is only for higher level. Addition of inert gas at constant volume does not affect the equilibrium, remember. But addition of inert gas at constant pressure favors, remember, the direction in which the larger number of moles of gases are produced. If the addition of inert gas at constant volume, no change. If addition of inert gas at constant pressure favors the direction in which larger number of moles of the gases are produced. Remember that point. Fine. Now, I will take this example. N2 plus 3s to 2NS3. Now, increase in concentration of the N2 or S2. Remember, increase in concentration of reactant I have increased. So, forward reaction favorable. I will write only which direction. So, forward direction favorable. Forward favorable. Decrease in concentration of the reactant. So remember, backward reaction favorable. Backward reaction favorable. Now, increase in temperature. Always remember, exothermic reaction. Already temperature of the system is more. Still, if you increase the temperature, forward does not possible because already system temperature is more. Hence, it want to decrease its temperature. Hence, remember, endothermic reaction is favorable. Endothermic reaction for this is backward. Backward. Remember, if it is exothermic, backward. If it is endothermic, forward I will write. Remember that. Andre, you cannot write like this, see, forward, backward I have written. But here I have not written that one. Because when it is temperature and pressure, it is depending on particular reaction. Which reaction they will give in the exam, depending on that you have to decide. See, for example, this reaction is given. So, exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction already exo. Which means temperature of the system is more. Hence, increase in temperature favors backward reaction. So, backward reaction. Decrease in temperature. See, it is exo. Temperature of system is more. Now, we will decrease the temperature. Once again, it want to increase the temperature by releasing some more heat. So, remember, forward reaction favorable. Forward reaction favorable. Then, increase in pressure. So, remember, in this case, number of moles directly proportional to pressure, correct? Number of moles of reactant is more, product is less. Number of moles of reactant is more, product is less. Now the pressure of the reactant is already more, product is less. Now increase in pressure, remember already reactant pressure is more. Still you increase the pressure. Definitely it will move towards forward direction because it want to decrease the pressure. Decreasing pressure by directing the reaction towards lesser number of moles. Hence remember, lesser number of moles are in forward direction. For this reaction, it is forward reaction favorable. Now decrease in pressure. See, pressure is more towards this side, less towards this side. Now as a whole, the system pressure is decreased. It want to increase the pressure. It want to increase the pressure by moving the direction of the reaction to the product reactant side. Hence remember, backward reaction favorable. Backward reaction favorable. Then addition of inert gas at constant pressure. Addition of inert gas at constant pressure, remember, in which larger number of moles of the gaseous are produced. So larger number of moles is at which side? So product side, hence reactant side. Hence remember, here also it is backward reaction favorable. Backward reaction favorable. So if you have not understood this Lee-Chatterley's principle, so see that video once again. Remember, once again I will tell you, all these colorful notes of all the synopsis of second PUC and first PUC is available in the Telegram. Remember, if you don't have this Telegram app in your mobile, please download the Telegram app. Then I have given the link in the description. Just click on that so that you are going to see all these notes. So you can easily download these notes in your mobile and you can refer this for the last minute preparation. So if you are visiting to my channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel so that you will get very good materials like this at the end of your NEET JEE exams also. Fine. Let us move to the previous year questions. Here remember, I have taken only previous year questions of chemical equilibrium. Later I will go for the ionic equilibrium. Fine. Chemical equilibrium, see, very simple. First one, relation between Kp and Kc is given. What would be the value of delta N for the reaction? See, delta N is nothing but number of gaseous reactant minus product minus reactant. Right? Product minus reactant. See, here solid you cannot consider. Only gas you have to take. So 1 plus 1, only 2. 1 plus 1 is there. So delta N is equal to answer 2. Remember that 2018 asked question. 2017 asked question. See, very tricky question, very simple question. The equilibrium constant for the reaction N2 plus O2 gives rise to 2NO is 4 × 10 to the power minus 4 at 2000 Kelvin. In presence of catalyst, important hint is this. In presence of catalyst, the equilibrium is attained 10 times faster. 10 times faster. Therefore, the equilibrium constant in presence of the catalyst is. What we will do generally 10 times faster means what we will do into 10 we will do for this. 4 × 10 to the power minus 4 into 10 we will do. 10 to the power minus 3 is the answer. First one is the correct answer. This is the way you will think. But remember, my dear students, catalyst does not affect the equilibrium constant. Remember, hence the answer for this question is the same answer. Same answer. That is this answer. See, very simple. Wherever catalyst word you will see, no change in the equilibrium constant. Hence remember, the answer for this question is 4 × 10 to the power minus 4. We will start doing into 10. Wrong it is. 4 × 10 to the power minus 4 is the answer. Remember this. Then, reaction quotient QC is used in predicting direction of reaction. Which of the following is incorrect? See, QC is more than Kc, the reverse reaction is favorable. QC less than Kc, forward reaction is favorable. QC more than Kc, forward reaction is favorable. QC equal to Kc at equilibrium. You can remember, incorrect they are asking, right? Incorrect they are asking. You can remove two options very easily because more than Kc, definitely out of 2 1 should be the answer. Hence you can remove B and D. B and D you can remove. Now you think about. Now, Q is nothing but, remember, product divided by reactant. Hoda? No. QC is more, they are telling. QC is more. If QC is more, P is more, product is more, reactant is less. Correct? Inverse related it is for the reactant. If product is more, reactant is less, which reaction should be favorable? Right? If product is more, reactant is less, then more to less reaction favorable at reverse reaction, which means which is incorrect? Forward reaction favorable is incorrect. So the answer for this question is C. Remember. Equilibrium constant K1 and K2 is given. So NO plus half O2 NO2 K1, 2NO2 plus 2NO plus O2 K2. Correct? Now you can say these two K1 and K2 related as. So I will write K2 is equal to. See, this reaction is a reverse of this reaction. Correct? Reverse of this reaction. So if the reaction is reversed, remember this K1 is inversed. So K2 is equal to, I will write 1 by K1. After reversing reaction, what they have done? Multiply with 2. Multiply with 2 means, remember, so K1 to the power 2. Correct? K1 to the power 2. Hence, K2 is equal to 1 by K1 to the power 2 is the answer. So option for this question is option D. 2016 asked question, 17 asked question. Then, in the reaction, FeOH thrice give rise to Fe3 plus 3OH minus. If the concentration of the OH minus is decreased by 1 by 4 times, then the equilibrium concentration of Fe3 plus will increase by how many times? See, very important question, simple question actually. First, what we will do, rate is equal to K into, so Fe3 plus into this OH minus to the power 3 I will write, right? So this reaction, what we will write now, concentration of the Fe3 plus, you will take it as X. Concentration of 3OH minus, that is OH minus, we will take it as 3X. So what I can write it is here, so K into X into 3X to the power 3, right? This is R1. Now required R2. Now at R2, remember, here in this particular case, 1 by 4 times OH minus is decreased. So, which means K into Fe3 plus, I will take it as, now this time I want Fe3 plus concentration, I will take it as X dash. Because Fe3 plus we want X dash into OH minus is, remember, 3X was there. 3X was there first. 3X was there. But 1 by 4 times it is decreased. So I will write 1 by 4 divided by 4. To the power 3. Now these two are equal because it is at equilibrium. These two are equal. So now equate that K into X into 3X to the power cube is equal to K into X dash into 3X to the divided by 4 to the power cube. 3x cube cancel, 3x cube cancel, K cancel, X is there. So X is equal to X dash into 1 by 64. So X dash is equal to 64 times X, which means the answer for this question is 64 times. 2016 asked question. Remember this. Now, yield of product in the reaction A2 plus 2B give rise to C plus Q kilojoules. See, C plus Q kilojoules means it is not exothermic. Remember, it is exothermic. It is exothermic reaction. Plus Q is given. Andre heat is released. The meaning is heat is released. Plus Q means exothermic reaction. Fine. Such exothermic reaction favored at, remember, so low temperature, exothermic reaction favored at, low temperature, decrease in temperature. Then, so number of moles are more at which side? Products reactant side. Number of moles 1 here, 2 plus 1, 3 here. Hence high pressure, because high pressure favors towards lesser number of moles. Remember. So towards lesser number of moles. I want product formation. Product is lesser number of moles. Lesser number of moles favored at increase in pressure. Because of that reason, remember, high pressure and low temperature is the answer for this question. Like this. So this is about chemical equilibrium chapter. So in the next video I will come up with ionic equilibrium. I hope you understood. If you understood, share to your friends of second PUC and first PUC also, so that they will get maximum use from this. Thank you. Have a nice day.